I am Jagmeet Kaur, science teacher of DPS Alwani Lamajo. Dear students, in this video we will do revision of grade 6 science chapter number 10, that is motion and measurement of distances. So let's start. So student, the very first topic is the measurement. What is measurement? Means taking the length of unknown quantity. Okay, means for example we have to take the measurement of this marker and we don't know the length of this marker, so we will measure the length of this marker with an known scale, or we can say the known equipment from which we can measure the length of this marker. Okay, the known quantity is we can use as a scale. Okay, we know the measurement of the scale. The smaller scale ranges from 1 centimeter to the 15, and the bigger scale ranges from 1 to 30 centimeter. Okay, so by using that we can take the measurement of this marker. Means taking the, what is measurement? Taking the measurement of unknown quantity with the help of the known quantity. Okay, is known as the measurement. Now second topic is conventional methods of measurement. Okay, conventional methods of measurement. What are the conventional method of the measurement? First of all, means in the previous means we can say in the ancient time, the people they used to measure the length with the help of their hand. Okay, or they use even the thread also, but generally they measure the length of any object with the help of their hand. Okay, so first of the method is the hand span. Okay, first conventional method is hand span. What is hand span? Means the length between from the middle, the tip of the middle finger to the thumb. Sorry, the tip of your little finger to the thumb is known as the hand span. So hand span generally taken as like this. For example, the length of, if I will take the length of this marker with the help with this method, means the hand span method, then it is about less than this. So according to my hand, okay, if another person will come or a small kid will come, so the length of this marker will be more than one hand span. Okay, so this is not relied upon, we can, okay, because every person have different measurements. So this is okay. Next one is the cubit. Next one is the cubit. It is the distance from the tip of the middle finger to the elbow. Okay, tip of the middle finger to an elbow. This length is known as a cubit. Okay, this length is known as a cubit. C1 is the arm length. Third method is in arm length. Arm length means the length from the tip of the middle finger to its shoulder. Okay, means the tip of the middle finger, the length from the tip of the middle finger to a shoulder is in length of one arm. Okay, this is known as an arm length. Okay, fourth one is foot step. Okay, means for example we have to measure the length of a room. So what we will do, we cannot take the length with hand span method or this cubit method or arm length method. So how we will take the measurement? With the foot. Okay, means for example this is your foot, 1 foot, and then this 2 foot, 3, 4, like this we will take the measurement of a room. Okay, so according, for example, if the 40 foot step is according to you, the length of the room is the 40 foot step. Okay, but if any other person will come or a small child will come, then according to that the distance, the length of that room will be more. Okay, or if a person will come whose the size of the foot is more than you, then according to that person the length of that room is more. Okay, sorry, the length of that room is less. Okay, so the length of any object is varies if we will adopt this method. Okay, the conventional method of measurement, if we will adopt, so according to the person, okay, different person, the length of an object varies. So on this method we cannot rely upon. Okay, हम इस पे क्या है भरोसा नहीं कर सकते. So this is not an proper एक length हमें नहीं मिलती है. So that's why another method, means the method which is used all over the world, has been adopted. In 12th General Conference on October 1960, 12th General Conference on the way, the method of measurement has been adopted. Okay, which is used in all over the world. Okay, जो units and that units also, and the length, that also is used all over the world. It is same in all over the world. Okay, so that's why the standard unit of measurement has been adopted on October 1960. In October 1960, the standard measurement has been adopted. Okay. So now what is then standard measurement and what is the need of it? So let's discuss it now. So what is the need for standard units of measurement? Okay, what is the need of it? If we have used this standard unit of measurement, then what is the use of it? Why we are using it? Okay, we can measure the length with the hand span method, or by using our hand, if we can use. This is because if we will measure the length of any object by the conventional method of measurement, then it varies from person to person, and it also gives the reading the length of one object different. Okay, means if we will measure the measurement of any one object, and if 2 or 3 persons takes the measurement of that object by the conventional method, that it varies. Okay, if example 3 persons are taking, okay, if I am taking the length of this marker, then let's see, means according to me it is less than one hand span. Okay, it is less than one hand span. If a small child will come, then it will be, the length of that object will be more than one hand span. Okay, and if another person will come whose hand size is bigger than my hand, then it is more lesser. Okay, more lesser than my hand span. Okay, the size of my hand. Okay, so 3% here, 3% has taken the length of a single object, means here we are taking the example of this marker. Okay, if 3% will take the length of this marker with conventional method, then according to the 3% it varies. Okay, और हम जब हमारे जो यूनिट है, जो लेंथ है, वो वेरी कर रही है, एक जैसे नहीं आ रही है, तो हम कोई भी एक पर्टिकुलर लेंथ नहीं ले सकते. So that is why the standard unit of measurement has been adopted, and in this the length of any object is same all over the world. Okay, so I hope you understood that what is the need of the standard unit of the measurement. Now second one is standard measurement. Same, it is standard measurement, means it is a measurement that is used all over the world, and it is same. Okay, it is same all over the world. So this is a standard measurement, and standard measurement is written, the short form of the standard measurement is SI unit. Okay, SI unit, means SI unit of any length. Okay, so what is the SI unit? That also I will explain. This is what is meter. Meter is a standard length. Okay, it is in, what is meter? Meter is in a standard length of any distance, we can say, or of any object. Okay, so it is a standard measurement of a length which is seen all over the world, and it is denoted by small m. Meter is denoted by small m. Okay. Not, we never denote the symbol of any unit of length with, or any unit, okay, with the capital letters. We don't denote it with the capital letters. We always write it in a small letter. So this is a small m. Okay, this is a small m. This small m means it is a unit of a meter. Okay, so this is an SI unit of a meter. Means, for example, any length is there, that is of 10 centimeter, so 10 meters or 10 meter, where we will write like this. Okay, first number we will write numerical, and then we will write the small m, means which is the unit of a meter. And this is known as an SI unit of a length. Okay. Now the next one is the simple multiples. What are there? Are the some multiples are there? Simple multiples. Okay. For example, 1 meter. 1 meter is equals to how many centimeter? That is 100 centimeter. 1 meter is equals to 100 centimeter, and 1 centimeter is equals to 10 millimeter. 1 centimeter is equals to 10 millimeter. Okay, and 1 kilometer is equals to 1000 meter. Okay, 1 kilometer is equals to 1000 meter. Okay, now there are some more. 1 decameter. Okay, 1 decameter is equals to 10 meter. 1 decameter is equals to 10 meter. Okay, 1 hectometer. Okay, 1 hectometer is equals to 100 meter. And 1 kilometer is equals to how many meter? That is 1000 meter. Okay, so I hope you understood the simple multiples. 1 meter is equals to 100 centimeter. 1 centimeter is equals to 10 millimeter, and 1 kilometer is equals to 1000 meter. 1 kilometer is equals to 1000 meter. You have understood this. 1 decameter. 1 decameter is equals to 10 meter, and 1 hectometer is equals to 100 meter. Students, these small units are used to solve the numericals. Okay. Means if the distance is given in the meter, then we can convert it into a kilometer. Okay, and if the distance is given in the kilometer and it is asked to convert it into a meter or a centimeter, then also we can convert it by using this small units. Okay, so this is very important to learn. Now let's move to the next topic. So student, here is a question. Let's solve it. Okay, this is related to the distance. The distance between Monu's home to his school is 3200 meter. Okay, so this is the distance between Monu's home to his school. Okay, now we have to express this distance in kilometer. Means we have to convert this distance which is given in the meter, we have to convert it into a kilometer. Okay, so how we will do? Dear students, we know that in 1 kilometer, okay, in 1 kilometer there is 1000 meter. So what we will do? We will divide this unit with this. Okay. So 3200 meter is equals to upon 1000. Okay, so we are dividing it here and the answer we will get is 3.200 kilometer. Means the distance between Modu's home to his school is 3.200 kilometers. Means 3 kilometers 200 meters. 3 किलो 200 मीटर की डिस्टेंस है. So this is the answer of it. So student, I hope you understood how to solve and how to convert the distance which is given in the meter to kilometer. Okay. Now if in case it is given in a kilometer, so what we will do? We will multiply it. Okay, for example, this meter, this is given in a kilometer. Then what we will do? We will multiply 3200 kilometer. Okay, for example, it is given like this and we have to convert it into an meter, into a smaller unit. Then what we will do? We will multiply it with 1000 meter. Okay, so when we will multiply, then what answer we will get? We will get 3200 meter. So this is the answer. Okay, so I hope you understood how we can convert the bigger unit to a smaller unit and smaller unit to the bigger unit. When we have to convert, okay, the smaller unit into a bigger one, then we will divide that. Okay, we will divide that. And if we have to convert the bigger unit to a smaller one, then we have to multiply it. We have to multiply the bigger unit to its smaller unit. Okay, so here we will get the answer. Student, I hope you understood how we can convert it and how we can solve it. Okay, here, and please practice this question at your home and the questions related to this one. Okay, so that you can understand it how to solve it without any confusion. So student, in the next video we will do a revision of the remaining topics. Okay, so till then keep learning, stay safe and stay healthy.